Welcome to Atlanta and Company. I'm Kara Kinnear. Today, Goodwill of North Georgia operates more than 70 stores across 45 counties, but their story goes far beyond retail. As the organization celebrates 100 years of putting people to work, we look back on a century of service, community, and life-changing transformations. For the next hour, join us as we dive into how this organization began and how it continues to flourish. This is the story of a mission that evolved into a movement. This is the face of good.
Goodwill, that's what this old world needs more of.
The story of Goodwill begins not in North Georgia, but in Boston at the turn of the 20th century. Reverend Edgar J. Helms, a Methodist minister, envisioned a way to serve people in need by providing them with dignity and opportunity, not charity.
Goodwill has always been basically a teach a person to fish organization. So Reverend Helms, early on in Boston, decided one of the ways to do this was to take used goods that may be in a bit of disrepair and get people from around the neighborhoods who are maybe having a tough time, build up on those, repair those items, and then sell them, and that would generate income for our various participants. And what it's done is create a whole series of people who now are self-sustaining, taking care of their families, taking care of their neighborhoods, and building community.
Over time, Helms's vision would inspire a national movement and a name synonymous with putting people to work. Goodwill found its way to Atlanta on June 19, 1925, along Edgewood Avenue, where considerable activity was underway inside a small brick building.
In the heart of downtown Atlanta, a gentleman, literally with a horse-drawn carriage, was riding up and down the street collecting used goods. And the greatest way you can give a person self-sustainability is by teaching them skills that they can then go out and take care of themselves and their families.
Much like Edgar Helms in the North, General Superintendent of Goodwill Industries for the Methodist Church, Reverend George Hawley, played a key role in expanding Goodwill in the South. From those humble beginnings, the North Georgia organization has become the #1 Goodwill for connecting people with jobs for the last 6 years.
Most people know the most visible thing about Goodwill is our thrift stores. Our mission is to put people to work. So whether you're donating at Goodwill or shopping or both, you're directly supporting our mission. It's about opening doors and building conditions to create the opportunities so people can change their own lives.
We have 14 career centers sprinkled throughout North Georgia, and you can go in there literally in 15, 20 minutes, totally free to you, for something as simple as, hey, look, can someone look at my resume, or can someone give me some interview pointers? Am I dressed the right way? What do I say? What don't I say? Or full-scale training courses where you can get certified.
Today, Goodwill of North Georgia has worked with over 700,000 job seekers and helped more than 300,000 North Georgians find employment. Leaders like Mac McGahey, Ray Bishop, and Keith Parker shaped Goodwill's path in North Georgia.
But when I came on the board, Mac McGahey was retired Army colonel, and we were on Glenwood in that location. It was one building. We were surviving then. He did a good job. He got us through that. Then Ray Bishop came in, and he put us on solid footing. He always had the phrase, there's a perfect storm coming. And we said, where the heck's the perfect storm? Well, the perfect storm was COVID. And he had built such a strong financial basis for Goodwill that during the time that we were closed, we paid all of our employees, we paid their medical insurance. So that was, to me, a real turning point in employee loyalty.
Goodwill's culture is special in that I think every member, after they're with us for a while, they learn that we're part of something bigger. We always made the time to have fun, though. Celebrations, team events, and small moments when we enjoyed our company together. That mix of clear purpose and strong leadership, genuine camaraderie, is what made our culture truly unique.
When Ray retired, Keith Parker came. He's carried us to a different level, exposing the community to Goodwill and carrying the message out into the community.
The word Goodwill has always been more than just a name. It represents a promise to uplift, to serve, and to create opportunities through the power of work. As Goodwill of North Georgia celebrates 100 years of good, it honors the legacy that began a century ago while looking ahead, driven by innovation and unity. One team, one mission, innovating for the future.
Goodwill, I think, really means a spirit of collaboration, of helping that person who may need a bit more help than being able to do it on their own. We want to teach that person how to fish, and then they can feed themselves, feed others, build community.
From building community to donating your used goods, it all supports the mission of putting people to work. It's a simple process. You pull into your local Goodwill and drop off a donation. But where do all of those items actually go after you've said goodbye? Well, they end up right here at one of the many processing centers located inside of Goodwill stores. Anything from artwork to electrical appliances, shoes and clothes, to your old DVD collection. Goodwill team members sort through it all, itemizing and cataloging every item before they make it back to the aisles of Goodwill for shoppers to sift through.
So easy, why not? If you're not going to use it, your trash is someone else's treasure, or your thing that your kids don't enjoy anymore. There are tons of kids that want to enjoy it. So I just come right in, someone comes out, and they're always really nice, and they make it super quick and easy.
When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just helping the community around you, you're also helping the planet.
One thing that people don't know about Goodwill is that we're green. And when I say that, the amount of stuff that we keep out of the landfill is a very large amount.
We're committed to sustainability going beyond the sales floor. So when certain items don't sell in our stores, we actually partner with salvage vendors to give them another chance. For the items that can't be reused, we work with recycling partners who responsibly break down those materials. So like electronics, plastics, cardboards, and metals. But our commitment doesn't stop there. We're always looking for ways to grow our sustainability efforts. So that means finding new ways to innovate and expanding our recycling programs. We've actually already introduced cardboard and hard plastics recycling at some of our locations. We're also exploring opportunities to recycle glass, mixed metals, and even more options for apparel. It's really all about keeping as much as we can out of the landfills and making a real difference in the communities we serve.
And the donating efforts don't stop at the store. Goodwill partners with organizations across the state to get out into the community and spread the message.
Goodwill's mission to help people reach their full potential aligns beautifully with the College Park Skyhawks. We're a developmental team, and our mission is to get people to reach their full potential in the NBA. So it's just the alignment's a beautiful alignment. They brought a pop-up shop to Gateway Center Arena, and when you looked at the clothes and the quality they brought, it was still a little suspect if it was going to work or were fans going to embrace it. Everybody shopped. It was wildly successful. It's amazing and overwhelming. Knowing that in a small way, we're making someone's life just a little bit easier, getting their first step a little easier is wildly rewarding. Then on a personal front, a long time ago when the pay didn't match, my pay didn't match the clothes I needed to buy, I was a huge fan and shopped at Goodwill often. So from a personal point of view, they were very helpful for me at my time in need.
You get excitement for helping something that's beyond yourself and beyond your reach. I think at Goodwill of North Georgia, you understand that you can touch all walks of lives from any community, whether far or near.
Everyday Goodwill team members are working hard, striving to make a difference in their lives as well as the lives of the people around them. They're working alongside donors like you, knowing that donating means a lot more than just cleaning out your attic. It's giving new life to your donated items as well as the people who come to Goodwill every day, looking to change their lives for the better and go to work.
Come on, let's go to Goodwill.
If you want a deal, you need to go to Goodwill.
Definitely, it means more than just shopping at a big box store and buying stuff new.
Goodwill, whenever I go into the store, I always find really great pieces. My name is Corinne Duclos-Sell. My company is Thrifting Atlanta.
For thrifting experts like Corinne, shopping at her local Goodwill isn't just an experience, it's a lifestyle.
I am an avid thrifter. I've always thrifted since high school. I am always out sourcing for items for my boutique. So it's my passion and it's also part of my work.
Don't be fooled. It takes real thrifting skill to walk out with the perfect haul.
You have to really take your time. I look for like the quality, if I'm feeling the material, like the fabric.
That's a really fun thing to do if you're patient, you do it with friends.
You have to be patient because it's not like shopping at a retail store where you have all the mannequins with all of the, the newest, latest fashion. That is not thrifting. Thrifting, you have to have an open mind. You have to go in and do a little digging. And I promise you, the time that you spend doing that, you'll definitely find some good pieces. The more often you go, the better chances of finding some good things.
Every day, hundreds of Goodwill team members clock in to create the best atmosphere for a stellar shopping experience.
One of the things that's very important to us is guest experience. So when we think about that, that's really not about just the items you find, but it's truly about the atmosphere and the brand that you will walk into in any Goodwill of North Georgia location. And that's very important to creating an energy in our space that allows someone to say they want to stay with us all day.
It doesn't feel like your typical thrift store, because some thrift stores, you get that smell. They call it the thrift store smell. But with Goodwill, it feels like you're in almost like a department store. The lighting is amazing. How everything is organized, the signage.
The people are phenomenal. A lot of them know your name, they know your face, they greet you.
It's really about creating an environment where people want to show up and do the jobs that they're here to do. We allow them the space to share feedback and help us grow as an organization.
Right now we have 70 retail stores. That provides the engine that creates the profit that moves towards workforce development. We have a bigger retail footprint, putting a level of sophistication in running the business. So we run our retail operation with this greater emphasis on efficiency.
An efficiency that continues to help put people back to work. And between Goodwill's e-commerce and Savvy Shoppers Club programs, there are more opportunities than ever to shop and save in and out of the store.
E-commerce has been in our organization now since 2018. You're still getting that same treasure right here in our stores. But what this does for us as an organization is it allows us to expand our reach across the country. We can reach the person in California, in Colorado, in Tennessee, and allow them to have that same experience that you have here in Goodwill of North Georgia.
We really wanted to make sure it was a user-friendly approach. Our infrastructure team is coming up with new ideas all the time and able to deploy and test out different ideas, different pieces of technology.
When you think about Savvy Shopper, think about the rewards that can be offered for the person that shops with us every day or the person that comes in maybe once a month. They have the ability to receive rewards for shopping with us.
And there are some rumors about Goodwill that we'd like to put to rest.
The color of the week, when it goes on sale, that means that that item has been in like the rotation for at least a month. Even on the tag, it shows the date, so you would know, like, this item has been in here for a while. So what they try to do is they put that item on sale so you can buy it and help them to get it out of the store.
The biggest misconception is Roundup. So when you think about checking out and the team member asks you to round up to the nearest dollar to support our mission, guess what? That's what it does, supports our mission. So when you think about individuals that work right here at Goodwill or the job training opportunities that we have in our mission part of our business, your roundups help us do that and change lives right here in our community.
What are you waiting for? You're missing out. The money that Goodwill can make from that is going to support someone in your community that you may not even know that you're going to help. So yeah, you need to do it.
Our mission at Goodwill of North Georgia is a very simple one. Fits on a t-shirt. We put people to work.
Goodwill has spent decades fulfilling their pledge to guide people to their fullest potential.
We're really helping people with very high barriers move up the economic ladder into mobility, from survival sometimes to stability usually, and often very much to success.
But at a glance, it's a mission that many might miss.
Being one of the most well-known brands in the world means people think they know what you do, and often they're right. We take donations, we resell them, we help the environment. What they don't often know is the huge impact on our neighbors' lives, where we're helping with something very simple, ABCs, a first job, a better job, and a career, and helping people move into living wage jobs to support themselves and their families.
Goodwill uses the funds raised from donations, shoppers, and community partners to provide career assistance across North Georgia and online, with job training and placement services for anyone who wants them.
We have 14 career centers sprinkled throughout North Georgia, and you can go in there literally in 15, 20 minutes, totally free to you, for something as simple as, hey, look, can someone look at my resume? Or can someone give me some interview pointers? Am I dressed the right way? What do I say? What don't I say?
We do a lot of job training at Goodwill internally, employment and training services to help people move through their career progression. What most people don't know is that we're helping over 25,000 people go to work in the community at jobs that we don't have at Goodwill in all kinds of fields, transportation, distribution, logistics.
It's assistance that quite literally meets you where you are.
Not everyone can travel to us. Not everyone has the transportation they need, especially in rural areas where there is no public transportation.
We serve all 45 counties of Georgia. No week is ever the same. We can spend that one-on-one time with them to help engage with them, to help them find gainful employment. And they know that Goodwill is actually out in the community bringing them resources. We're hosting job fairs, we're hosting training seminars and things like that. It really changes the perspective of what people see Goodwill as. They think we're just the thrift store when they really figure out our goal and our mission is to put people to work. We served more than 1,000 people just in the 1 year. We've placed more than 400 people with jobs, and that's just with the Mobile Career Center. Sometimes I have lines of people, and then we have moments where it may be one person, but the impact is still the same, the experience is still the same, the passion and the love that I have found for just what we do as an organization. And I'm not just going to work, but I'm actually going to help other people get ahead because they provide for their family through the different resources that we provide.
We go out to where people are. We don't wait for people to come in our building. And there is no criteria for getting help from Goodwill, save one, and that is motivation to work.
Goodwill collaborates with employers, government organizations, and the technical college system of Georgia to provide industry-recognized credentials, career pathways, and targeted programs for all.
We partner with more than 5,000 other groups, as big as Amazon and as small as mom and pop operations. And in every case, what we try to do is find partnerships that's going to better the Atlanta metro area in our entire 45 county region.
We can't do it alone. We can't serve 50,000 people without partners like the technical college system of Georgia. When you're in workforce development, having more than 5,000 partners who are employers who hire our graduates, help design curriculum, help host apprentices, really makes our job so much easier.
We provide high quality training programs and job placement in over 5,000 corporations. We are here for the job seekers who have barriers to employment, who have overcome those barriers to even come through our doors in the first day, to sign up, to take that leap of faith and say, I'm gonna try out this brand new career. Our funders are the ones that are really giving us that little bit above and beyond that is above our shopping and above our stores to make sure that we are able to provide those high quality programs.
When we're serving small businesses, we always have to think about the workforce. How trained is our workforce and how ready are we in DeKalb County for the future? Our mission is to support businesses in DeKalb County, to be an advocate for them, to find out what some of their needs are and make sure that we are the leader in making sure our business community is strong and can move forward. And some organizations have one part of that, and another organization may have another part. But Goodwill brings the full package. We're standing out. We are moving forward and positioning ourselves as a place for investment and opportunity, just because we have that partnership.
Building a strong labor force is a team sport. We believe in strong partnerships, trusted partners who have shared mission, shared integrity. Part of what we do is help Georgians reconnect into the workforce through training and job placement. Part of what Goodwill of North Georgia does is help Georgians also reconnect into the workforce and provide training. So it's a beautiful partnership with a trusted organization.
We have representation at each table in the community. We actually are become members of different organizations like the Chamber, as well as economic development offices. In addition to that, we do a lot of research in regards to demographics to be able to understand and give clear impact in the area that we're going to serve. If they need food or transitional housing, we can work with our local agencies and partners that we have to be able to support them while we're supporting them through their employment and finding a job.
When we launched our Walk in the Last Mile program, which is our second chance reentry program, we found a capable and trusted partner in Goodwill of North Georgia with a shared belief and shared mission on helping all Georgians, but also really targeting
this opportunity population. They know this community the best. They have people on the ground, more people active in the community, in the labor force, and naturally strengthens the economy.
I've been here 20 years out of the 100 years that we're currently celebrating, and I have seen that our partnership has grown in abundance, not only from partnering with organizations like Dress for Success, as well as the local food bank, but being able to increase our partnership even with employers with our brand new training programs that we have, like for welding and also our electrical vehicle support technician program. So it is very important for us to, every year as we grow, that we also grow in our partnerships in the community. One of the stories that resonates with me is this young lady. She was a veteran who came through us with our partnership with the Veterans Affairs Agency. She wanted to be part of the cutting edge. She came back to tell our story. She said that she was thankful, and she not only became, started entry level, she got to a point of being a journeyman according to the pathways of the position. She always says, if it was not for Goodwill, I don't know what I would have done.
We have a mission of putting individuals with disabilities to work. They're just a little under half of the people with disabilities in the state of Georgia are employed, so we really focus on trying to create opportunities for those individuals.
Since its beginning, Goodwill of North Georgia has championed bettering lives regardless of race, gender, or disability, breaking down the barriers to employment that many face at every turn.
We have a contracts division that supports individuals predominantly with disabilities, and we provide custodial, warehousing and logistics, maintenance, grounds at various government and non-government entities around Atlanta.
Starting in the early 1900s, facility service contracts were integral in producing items like stuffed animals and military uniforms that would be put to use across the country. Those efforts have only continued to evolve.
Most people wouldn't expect Goodwill to be at the CDC or at the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library or at the IRS for that matter. We have the opportunity to be in the mix of a lot of big events in the Atlanta area. So during the President Carter's funeral, we had folks that were taking care of the library 24/7 that did an amazing job. The team not only buys into the mission of Goodwill, of putting people to work, but they also fully embrace the mission of each site that they're at. So for COVID, Ebola, all the outbreaks at the CDC, they see themselves and we see them as an integral part of the CDC mission. During COVID, we had a 98% attendance rate. So we had people there fully staffed every single day throughout the pandemic.
At the core of facility services, you can find countless team members fostering an atmosphere of acceptance and inclusivity every day while earning competitive wages and receiving a variety of benefits.
Not only do we ask employers to take folks that we work with in career services and put them to work, but we also do it internally. And we do it at a wage that is not, like most contract wages, very low with high turnovers. There's really an appreciation of where each person comes from and the differences that they bring to the organization. We have someone like Lori White. She went 7 years without work because of her barriers. People started interviewing her and wouldn't hire her. We've given her that opportunity, and she's excelled in every single role. And we've got countless examples of individuals that have followed that same path.
My name is Shirley Gaffney. I'm a lead at Jimmy Carter Museum of Library. I love going every day. Ever since I started, you know, I was motivated.
My name is Daniel Champion. In October the 24th, I've been to Goodwill 31 years. I didn't expect to be a supervisor. I just came to Goodwill to try to learn a skill. They have given me an opportunity to grow and grow over the years.
2004, she came from Africa. She had no knowledge of the language. Goodwill opened the doors and gave her opportunity to train people and to develop new skills that she never thought she was going to get.
A part of Goodwill that puts people to work while also giving them a renewed sense of confidence.
Before I started with Goodwill, I had no bank account, I had no house, didn't have no job, really didn't want to work. I grew. I believe I can be a manager. I got confidence.
They gave her the opportunity to, you know, make something out of her life.
They kept me from going back in the street and gave me an opportunity to take care of my family When I get the opportunity to for a new employee to come in, I can train them to be as good as they want to be, or better. That make me feel like I'm putting people to work like what Goodwill does.
We work together. We're a team. We're a big team and a special team.
I've gotten to see so many stories of people who have overcome because of what we do at Goodwill. When I came to Goodwill, I started as a manager. So over the years, I've moved my way all the way up to an executive position. Our mission is very important, but we have a good time doing it. We're at 70 stores. When I started, I think we were opening store 19. So I've seen a lot of growth, but I can look back and see things that I've personally contributed to the organization. And that is just wonderful to me. It's fulfilling and it makes my job worthwhile.
I've been here for almost 16 years. I started because I needed a job, and it has grown into a career. We created 2 departments from the ground up, our e-commerce department and our new goods department. So I got to see that from a conversation with our CEO to an actionable department that for the past 8 years, we've been able to put 125 people to work. It's amazing to hear the stories of people that we've impacted.
When I saw this posting where I get to help people find a job and a career and just change their lives, I just couldn't pass it up. I've known Goodwill my entire life, and so now to see this side of it and to see our true impact and the hundreds of thousands of people that we have helped in just the few years that I've been here, it's inspiring. It's amazing.
I would do this job for free because it gives me such a reward to help people to reach their dreams. We have helped move 130,000 people or so over the last 6 years into employment. It's a very, very gratifying experience.
I've been with Goodwill 48 years. I started like when I was 17, so it kind of let me know that, hey, it feels good to be recognized.
I had paralysis, 2 little children. I was just fresh out of a marriage, and I was just desperate to have money. I didn't know what I was going to do. They told me about the business services training program at Goodwill Industries of Atlanta Incorporated. I went through the business services training program, which retaught me how to type with one hand. I did the entire voicemail for our stores.
Goodwill, Goodwill, where we put people to work.
People would call and ask for directions. And believe it or not, I would give them directions. Take I-20 East to exit 61B. I used to do that. Started singing at the service awards. A lot of people can sing in this company, so I just put together a little group, and that's how we became the inspirational choir. That I am a leader, and that I have a lot of capabilities. And that's who I am today because of the training that I got here.
And to help thousands of team members stay connected, Goodwill has The Hub.
It's really like the social media of Goodwill. Shout out to Dion, who brought The Hub to us. When you have 3,000 team members who are all across our territory, having one place where they can come together, learn, and get education, and then also have a little fun, it just makes it the place to be.
I don't know that there's any other job where I could do what I'm doing. I'm in compliance. If you ask my loved ones, they would tell you I have the most boring job in the world, but I do not. I love it. And I get to see people share their stories on a regular basis when they come through our programs. For Atlanta Pride, we already had people that in leadership that paved the way and showed up as who they are. And it created a great environment of loving and affirming every individual as who they are and whatever background they come from. Same with the Kaiser Walk. It has been a community event. It really brings us together as a family.
It is huge to be able to come somewhere and be proud of the effort that you put in.
I want us to continue to serve people in the community, to help them find jobs and build careers. And also, for me, I want people to be able to come work here and build a career just like I did.
We make it the path of least resistance and a really high supportive environment so that when people come to Goodwill, they also are going to college. And often people don't realize it until they're all the way at the end and they get a college and Goodwill logo on their certificate. And later, they can go on and that counts as credit towards further education, which really helps with that career long term.
And once they've achieved their certification, Goodwill holds graduation ceremonies to celebrate participants in everything they've accomplished.
Every step along the way, people need to be celebrated. because they have to know that there's others in their journey with them.
One woman in particular called and she said, I have watched every single one of my grandkids cross a stage and graduate, and they're gonna finally watch me. So many stories like that is just what really makes this so amazing and so special.
I was looking for a niche career, something that would have longevity and I could continue to grow. So I walked into a career center. They spoke on the medical building and coding program, so I was drawn to that because I was always interested in the medical field. I'm looking forward to completing my internship, removing the A, which means apprentice, from my licensed CPC. I'm very grateful for Goodwill for choosing me as Graduate of the Year. Feels like all my hard work paid off.
At some point in time, everybody needs some help. And I've known Goodwill my entire life. And so now to see this side of it and to see our true impact and the hundreds of thousands of people that we have helped in just the few years that I've been here, it's inspiring. It's amazing.
Our mission is to put people to work, and we live and breathe that every day.
Take that leap of faith, you'll feel empowered, and Goodwill is there with you every step of the way.
We've helped 835,000 individuals who have come to us seeking services, and we've placed 341,000 of those people into jobs. It's what we do every day through our 14 career centers, and what makes it possible is folks like you who donate and shop in our stores, and we have 71 of those all across North Georgia.
We look at certain data that drive people into a location to shop. I live in Habersham County, which is Cornelia, Georgia. And we came in there in 2015, and the location that we selected was an older Walmart that had moved literally about a mile up the road. But that shopping center that it was in was kind of dying. It took us a couple of years to generate and get our business going, but other businesses have come into our location where we're at. So that impact has just grown the Cornelia area tremendously. I see us continuing on and growing, and instead of being in just 27 of our 45 counties, we want to grow that footprint and keep being able to impact all the communities, all the counties that are in our Goodwill of North Georgia territory.
And while Goodwill continues to grow, their work has progressively led to a smaller impact on the environment.
Goodwill of North Georgia is all about making sustainability simple. So when you donate or you shop with us, you're helping to keep items out of the landfills, and you're giving those treasures a second chance. Plus, the revenue we generate goes right back into the community, funding job training and employment services. We're giving new life to millions of donated items, or keeping them out of the landfill and helping to protect the planet. So really, by encouraging reuse, we actually conserve valuable resources, and we're reducing the energy needed to produce those goods. So for example, did you know it takes nearly 1,800 gallons of water just to make one pair of jeans? So yeah, the donations really do make a difference.
A difference that can be felt ecologically and by small businesses through Goodwill's partnerships with local organizations across the state.
It's not a foreign language when you speak to Goodwill of North Georgia about what our community needs when it comes to workforce training. We both have the same vision in connecting people in DeKalb County to opportunity. We put our forces together to better outline a program or opportunities for businesses, for our community to come together and grow. Having a very strong trained workforce impacts the economy of DeKalb County in many aspects. When businesses start to look at DeKalb County to want to invest, they can see that we are focused on educating our community.
Through collaborations and their Good Biz program, Goodwill has helped aspiring entrepreneurs go on to run their own small businesses. For Wesley Chenoweth, the program was essential to the success of his transportation company, Grizzly Rides and Delivery.
I graduated from the Good Biz program in 2018. It teaches you the fundamentals, so it places you on the right path for success. The biggest problem that I faced before joining Goodwill and the Good Biz program was the failure of my first business, and that it failed because of lack of knowledge of how to run a business. When I moved to Georgia and started my business here, I just wanted to take my time and learn how to run a business first. I finished the program, and right away I was placed on the right path. I was armed with all of the knowledge that I needed, and I got it with an organization that even though they train you, they don't leave you alone. Like, they're still there with you. They still mentored me every step of the way. It has been invaluable. It has been definitely an impact on my own life, my personal development, my business growth. We're working with other networks of transportation companies and creating a lot of jobs. They want you to win, and as you finish one program, so many things open up for you, and you'll just be rising through the ranks and able to grow and scale. It's an organization that has so many layers that you don't even realize.
It's a team that comes from all sorts of disciplines, all walks of life, and they're people who are motivated every single day to create this culture of routine excellence in every single thing we do. We respect and learn from all the things we've done in the past, but one of our pillars for our strategic plan is innovating for the future. I'm in awe of an organization that truly started about 100 years ago with a horse-drawn carriage going along some of our urban streets.
In 100 years, the work world has changed, and so Goodwill has been able to keep up with it. We partner with our local chambers, we partner with workforce development organizations. We want to make sure that what we do at Goodwill is not just what we all think is best, but what as a community we think is best. It's one team, one mission, innovating for the future.
I've seen the way that technology has, over time, become more deeply ingrained in everything that we do here at Goodwill of North Georgia. One thing that stands out kind of more clearly to me, thinking about when I started back then, was just the way that we tracked and counted our donors and our donations. We were able to certainly make that process more accurate by rolling out a digital donation tracking platform with AI, and we're able to use this technology to help us to better understand details about these transactions, and more specifically, details about how our guests are shopping throughout our retail stores.
I have to look down the road and figure out what can be helpful to our participants, but also what can help move our department forward and help us have more efficient and effective processes. AI is making a big a push right now, and we have to innovate because we don't want our participants to be left behind. To take an AI course could cost hundreds of dollars. We are able to make available to them courses and things that they can take at no cost to them. We want our participants to be ready for what's coming. Innovation really means being able to know what's out there, how people are looking for jobs right now, what's working, and also looking at how they might be doing that in the future.
That means providing multiple ways for Georgians to access Goodwill's career services.
Career Connector is our virtual career center, so it takes what we do in our brick and mortar and makes it available online to people across our territory. We created it with the purpose of trying to reach people who would not be able to get to one of our career centers.
It's humbling to think that when someone drops off a lightly used t-shirt, that turns into the profit that's creating the workforce development that has helped literally tens of thousands and now hundreds of thousands of people move from unemployment to employment. Being a part of the affordability equation, as well as being the #1 nonprofit in the state in terms of helping people find jobs and enhance their skills, could not be more important than what it is today.
I remember when I first started at Goodwill, we had everybody in the same address. Yeah, I've seen it grow quite a bit, and I'm very proud to be a part of it.
That if you plan well, you execute well. And what we envision for our organization over the next several years, we're going to set forward a vision and mission that is amongst the most aggressive in the country of putting people to work. We are going to continue to evolve our belief that a culture of excellence, routine excellence, is the only way to be. Our team looks like Atlanta. It looks like Metro Georgia. And it's a team that comes from all sorts of disciplines, all walks of life, and they're people who are motivated every single day to create this culture of routine excellence in every single thing we do. We have a team that's competitive, that's hard driving, and believing in our mission of putting people to work. We will continue to be one of the most innovative and one of the most successful nonprofits in America. When I conduct the reviews of my senior team, I give every person a stretch goal, and that stretch goal has an eye towards the future about what are you doing to be more innovative? What are you doing to incorporate the latest technologies? But more importantly than anything else, how are you getting out into the community to learn what those needs are?
What I absolutely love about being here at Goodwill of North Georgia is that we have a market that's continuing to expand beyond Goodwill. When we focus on opening new stores, opening new attendant donation centers, when we get the opportunity to do that, it allows us to expand that mission support and grow how we look at our business here in Goodwill of North Georgia.
We have resources to bring to our peers. We have become an intermediary to help others and lift them. And we provide technical assistance because we've learned a thing or two and we've been where those folks are.
We exist to help people find jobs, connect to jobs, stay in those jobs, and go on to either better jobs or build careers. We always are learning and can adapt our programs to make sure that they're meeting those needs for those in the future. It's baked into our strategic plan, innovation is, so we want to make sure that we're going to remain relevant. We've brought in simulators for welding, for truck driving, so folks can come in and practice those skills on a simulator before they actually get behind the wheel or the equipment and do it in the real world. It gives them a great way to practice, to learn those skills, to hone them. There's always going to be a need for someone to have somewhere to donate things. It all works in a circle. Success for us is continuing to build that cycle. And that alignment is really what keeps us going forward, and I think that's going to take us to the next 100 years.
The sky is the limit. I think continuing on with growth, but never losing sight of the people aspect of what we do. We still have a job to do, but at the end of the day, the work that we're performing goes to something bigger than just an agency or a company.
But 20 years later, here I am because the whole thing grows around us. We are able to grow the agency, grow the impact, and grow now to a national presence that we didn't used to have.
As I shared 21 years here, there's team members that have been here longer than that. And so we've created that space where we trust and respect our teams.
We're just as old as many other iconic organizations that have created the fabric of what Atlanta is, of what North Georgia is. And you can hardly go anywhere and say Goodwill and people not know who you work for and the good that we do. And I love that. I like being able to talk about where I work.
I can see our mission in the future. I can see that we will continue to change people's lives through the power of work.
As long as Goodwill we keep reinventing ourselves and staying strong, I think there's a long future in front of everybody at Goodwill.
Thank you to Goodwill of North Georgia for 100 years of hope and opportunity. We're looking forward to seeing 100 more. And never forget that even with the smallest donation or shopping trip, you're contributing to a legacy of giving back through the power of good. And thank you to Goodwill of North Georgia for sponsoring this project.